So this is going to be for an ankle tape. The goal of this is to really both support both the tibia and the fibula, also keep just our ankle mortise, everything in place. We'll see this a lot in athletes, whether it be practice, events, new injuries. We will use this actually quite a bit. It can help control some of the swelling, but overall it's more of a structural thing, protection than anything else. Before you start anything, normally you're going to put heel and lace pads, both on the front and on the back where the Achilles attaches to the calcaneus. We're not going to do that just for the sake of this, but from there we're going to put pre-wrap on. Our pre-wrap, however you get it on, is fine, but you want to make sure all of the ankle is covered from about the musculotendinous junction for our calf all the way down to about mid-foot. Okay. From here, we're going to do 2 anchor strips. You do want a little bit onto the skin so that way our ankle tape stays in place. And you want to overlap about half of the width for each strip. From here, you're going to be doing 3 stirrups. 3 of the stirrups are always going to go from medial to lateral. You're going to place it on the medial aspect of the ankle. You're going to go over the medial malleolus, come under the heel, and come up on the lateral side over that lateral malleolus. From here, you're going to do 1 more strip over our initial anchor strips to keep those stirrups in place. From here, we're going to do C's coming from the back side all the way down to where our Achilles attaches our calcaneus, overlapping all the way down. It's going to come to a point where you really can't cross over in the center. So from here, you're going to stop a little ways before going to the midfoot, down an angle towards our stirrup. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So from our last overlap, make a straight line from our last overlap to our stirrup, and that's where we want the edges of these C's to be. We come all the way down past the Achilles. Perfect. Here we're going to be doing our heel locks. Our heel locks are going to be going over the ends of these strips in this same angle that we talked about previously. So edge of your tape is going to be placed right on the front, your last overlap. Aim down towards the stirrup. Come around the back side underneath the heel. When you come up, you go over whichever malleolus you are on. Come all the way around the ankle once, grip it and place it. You're going to do 2 in each direction. Doesn't matter which one you do first. I like to go back and forth. Make sure when you are on the back side on our Achilles, we don't wrench it too tight. You do want it to be relatively snug, but you don't want to be putting a whole lot of pressure around the heel. Once we got 2 each direction, we're going to start cleaning everything up and closing everything down. So we're going to start up at our base strips again. Overlap all the way down. When we get to a certain point, we can flip the tape over and start doing our C's. Again, going along those same lines that we talked about previously and that we did with our other C step. Last thing we're going to do is an apex strips. So for this one, you're going to pull out about 1 foot. You want the center of your tape to be placed right on our last overlap. Whichever hand does not have the roll of tape, you're going to lay it down towards our stirrup. And with the side with the tape, you're going to, again, aim for the stirrup. You come underneath the foot, come up to the side, grip it, and place it behind that malleolus.